Captain Eli Mahoro, in a torn military uniform stained with ash and blood, steps into view. His eyes are hollow but burning with purpose. In his trembling hand, a simple silver ring. He kneels before the altar, rain starting to fall. Eli. They think they've erased you. Burned your name. Buried your art. But I remember every stroke of your brush. Every breath in the dark. He places the ring on the altar stone. Thunder rumbles. Behind him, distant boots march in rhythm, soldiers searching for him. Closer. Closer. Eli doesn't move. He stares ahead, eyes fixed on something only he sees. Back to present. The boots are nearly here. Eli stands slowly, unarmed. Eli. If they kill me tomorrow, I'll die with your name in my heart. Screams. Gun clicks. A soldier yells. Captain Mahoro. Stand down. Luna Uemana, fiery-eyed and unapologetic, wields her brush like a sword, splashing bold strokes of cobalt and gold onto a massive mural. She paints a soaring dove wings spread wide, breaking free from chains. Crowds gather, whispering about the girl who dares to paint what others only whisper. Across the street, Captain Eli Mahoro stands tall in crisp military uniform, overseeing the parade security. His jaw tightens as his gaze drifts, captured by the fierce fire in Luna's eyes. Their eyes meet, a flash of defiance, a spark of something forbidden. Luna, calling out, half smile. Funny how you guard tradition, but I'm the one drawing freedom. Eli's expression hardens, torn between duty and desire. Electric tension crackles, the unspoken dance of two souls worlds apart. But the harsh walls of reality slam down. A stern aide approaches Eli, whispering a reminder. His engagement to Beatrice Ngarambe, the politician's daughter, is non-negotiable. A union forged for power, not love. Nearby, Luna's mother pulls her aside, warning quietly that marriage outside their artisan caste would bring ruin. The town's eyes watch. The rules are clear. Love like theirs is forbidden. Yet, in that fleeting moment, between paint and parade, the seeds of rebellion and romance take root. Luna's fingers smear paint across stone. A dove. A broken sword. A bleeding sun. Symbols only she and Eli understand. Beside her, Eli watches in awe, his war-hardened world unraveling into art. Luna, softly. If words betray us, color won't. Rain crashes outside. They dance barefoot in the mud, laughing, breathless, alive as if the world doesn't want to kill what they are becoming. The storm cloaks them, but their world begins to crack. In the forest, hidden by ferns, a villager watches them kiss beneath a tree tangled with vines and wedding thread flowers. His eyes narrow, he knows what this means. In the silence of dusk, Eli presses a rifle into Luna's hands, helping her aim at a clay pot on a stump. Eli. If they come for me, I need you to know how to fight for yourself. The shot echoes, and so does the truth. She's not just his love. She's becoming his equal. His soldier. His reason to rebel. Music drifts through night air as Luna sneaks him into her world, her people, her colors, her laughter. Women pounding cassava. Children chasing fireflies. A world of joy Eli was raised to conquer, now the one he can't live without. But the price of stolen joy arrives swiftly. Luna's father smashes her paints against a stone bench. Her brushes snap like twigs. Father. He is their weapon. You are our shame. Eli is summoned to his family's estate. Marble floors. Dead-eyed portraits of generals. His father, unblinking. General Mahoro. Marry Beatrice. Restore honor. Or lose everything, your name, your blood, your command. Eli stands in his room, staring at his uniform laid across a table. His hands tremble. He lights a match. The flames consume it slowly, metals curl. Fabric turns to ash. Eli. My love is not dishonor. My silence would be. The fire reflects in his eyes, not destruction, but rebirth. The fire from Eli's burned uniform fades into a glowing sunrise above hills, but peace is nowhere in sight. In a secret hut deep within the forest, Luna and Eli reunite in silence. Their hands clasp, trembling, alive, terrified. Luna unwraps a scroll of bark, inked with their painted vow symbols. A dove, a broken chain. Two hands joined beneath storm clouds. Luna, choking back emotion. We write what no priest would dare read. But I will marry you without music, without permission, even without a roof, if it means you're still mine. They flee at nightfall, guided by Eli's cousin Nathan, once exiled for marrying outside the clan. Cross a river in silence, cold water up to their chests. Hide in abandoned chapel ruins where grass grows through cracked stone and rebels once prayed in secret. In the pale morning light, they practice their ceremony alone. No rings. No priest. Only the cliff edge, the vow symbols painted on their hands, and a broken dove feather Luna braids into her hair. Back in the town, Beatrice learns of their escape. Beatrice, to Eli's father, through clenched teeth. He humiliated me. He betrayed our union for a potter's daughter. You said he'd fall in line. He spit in your legacy. She storms out, tears falling, then stops. Her face hardens. If I can't marry him, no one will. Beatrice alerts military command. Eli is branded a traitor. A price is placed on Luna's head, accused of corrupting a decorated captain. Eli and Luna lie together under stars, cloaked in woven blankets. Eli, softly. They'll chase us forever. Luna, resolute. Let them. We'll keep running, until we find the place they can't follow. He pulls out a carved ring made from olive wood. Eli. It's not gold, but it was born from fire, like us. Distant dogs barking. Soldiers nearby. Torches flickering through trees. They grab what they can. Luna's vow scroll flies from her satchel into the air, caught on a branch, still fluttering, as they disappear into the mist. The lovers are hunted. Every breath is dangerous. Every vow is rebellion. Now, the viewer is begging to know, will they make it? Will the wedding happen? Eli rose with blistered hands. Luna rests her head against his shoulder, barely awake, a thin cut above her brow. They're exhausted, but free for now. The boat reaches a secluded island, lush, untouched, silent. Eli's cousin Nathan meets them at the shore, eyes full of guilt and wisdom. Nathan. I ran from love once. Never forgive myself. Don't make my mistake. The world will chase you, let your vows outrun it. But far away. Beatrice drinks alone. A broken engagement photo lies on the floor. Her lipstick is smudged. Her hands tremble, then go still. Beatrice, coldly. If they want war for love, so be it. She whispers into a phone. Back on the island. Eli and Luna stand at the altar, facing the horizon. Hands clasped. Vows in their mouths. Luna. I vow to hold your name even in silence. Eli. I vow to be yours, even in exile. But before they finish, shouts echo from the trees. Military boots. Guns. Beatrice's voice through a megaphone. Captain Mahoro. Surrender. Now. Explosive chaos. Eli pushes Luna behind him. Soldiers storm the clearing. Nathan fights one off but is struck. Eli is tackled, dragged in chains, blooded. Luna screams his name, struck in the stomach, collapses. Luna crawls to the cliff wall, bleeding from her lip. Her hands shake. She dips her fingers into her own blood, paints her final vows on the stone shakily, painfully. If they kill us, let this wall remember we lived for love. The wind whips through her hair. Her body slumps against the stone. A red dove appears beside her words, drawn with her last ounce of strength. The soldiers retreat with Eli in chains. Luna lies still at the wall, handprint red against the vow. A thick fog rolls over the island as Luna stares at the ocean, her white dress tattered, her hands trembling from the cold and the beating. The blood from her palms mixes with red paint as she finishes her final vow on the cliff wall, a painted heart pierced by a flame, and inside it, the letters E+L. A soldier sees it. Orders are shouted. She collapses, but not before whispering, "Let the wall remember us." In a stone cell beneath a military outpost, Eli sits, bruised, shirtless, chained. He hears distant thunder, or is it gunfire? A guard walks in holding a letter. It's one of Luna's paintings, smuggled by Eli's cousin. It shows a dove flying over the ocean. He smiles faintly, tears filling his eyes. Beatrice enters the prison, dressed in political black. She stands tall. Sign this. Denounce her, and I'll release you. Your name, your title, your future all saved. Eli replies, you can silence my name, but not my heart. On the eve of Luna's public shaming, a storm breaks over the island. The cousin hacks the power grid, plunging the prison into darkness. Eli breaks free during the chaos. A stolen boat. Waves crash. He sails blind across the lake toward the mountain village. Meanwhile, Luna is tied to the altar she once painted on. The village elders gather. Her father stands there, stone-faced. Just as they prepare to pronounce her corrupted, a booming horn echoes. Out of the mist, Eli walks barefoot, soaked, still in chains. He shouts, I've come for my bride. The crowd gasps. Beatrice steps forward with military police. Guns rise. Suddenly, villagers begin chanting. One child throws a flower. Then another. Women begin to hum the love song Luna painted into the festival wall years ago. The elders hesitate. Luna's father speaks, if her love defied kings and bullets, then perhaps we were the ones blind. A standstill. Beatrice, defeated, lowers her hand. Let him go. Let them go. Eli climbs the altar, unchains himself, takes Luna's hand. With trembling voices, they whisper vows in Kinyarwanda. The villagers form a human circle around them. As the sun rises behind the hills, two doves soar overhead. The camera pans to the cliff wall still painted in blood and fire. A final title appears. True love doesn't obey borders. It breaks them. As music swells, the screen fades to black. Then, a soft breath. Luna's voice. They told us we were wrong to love. But the world is finally learning how to feel. A forbidden fire flickering inside a cave. Shadows dance across the faces of villagers young, old, scarred by silence. They pass hands over hand-stitched fabric, whispering blessings. A ring made from barbed wire. A veil sewn from rebel flags. A single violin begins to play slowly as moonlight slips through the cracks. Outside, Eli runs barefoot through forest paths, blood on his cheek, breathing heavy. Dogs bark behind him. A rebel soldier hands him a torn piece of paper. She's alive. They're waiting at the altar. His face crumples, not in fear but in disbelief. Back at the cliff, a wedding altar rises from stones and petals. Luna steps forward, dressed in a gown made from rags, linen, and ashes from her mother's journal address of memory, not fabric. Her lips tremble. Her hands carry no flowers, only soil. She stands barefoot on the cliff where they first met. Her eyes search the mist for Eli. Suddenly gunshots in the distance. Silence. A heartbeat. Then, Eli steps through the fog. The villagers part. Eli falls to his knees before Luna. Eli, they beat it out of me. The faith. The future. But not the love. They stand. Together. The violin swells. One by one, the villagers bring offerings. A broken compass. A soldier's tag. A red sash from a forbidden dance. They circle them. Beatrice appears, rain falling over her shoulders. Drenched. Shaking. She raises a pistol. Eyes cold. She looks at Eli. Then Luna. Then at the villagers who now stand without fear. A child steps between them and hands Beatrice a flower. Her hand trembles. The gun drops. Beatrice. This is love. Not obedience. Luna takes Eli's hand. They exchange no rings, no priest, no law. Just eyes. They speak the vow together, over the roar of the wind. We painted our love on a world that refused to see color. And still, it bloomed. Rain begins to fall gently as Luna and Eli, hand in hand, face their guests. The moonlight shimmers off their wet skin and linen. The villagers raise their painted hands high, red for courage, white for peace, gold for change. Even the elderly priest, once loyal to the old ways, speaks softly. A vow made under love's fire outlives any law made in fear. The camera follows Beatrice as she walks away slowly, her pistol slipping into the mud. She stares back once not in anger, but with the emptiness of someone who chose duty over her heart too many times. Behind her, the music of drums and flutes rises. The wedding becomes a revolution. Back in the capital, newspapers call it an abomination. But on social media, a photo of Luna's blood-written vow goes viral. We painted our love on a world that refused to see color. The image sparks protests, art movements, songs. Months later, Luna opens a school of freedom art in the town she once fled. The first mural is of her and Eli dancing in the rain, rifle in her hand, paintbrush in his. Tourists come. Journalists write. But Luna only smiles when children dip their fingers in color without asking permission. Eli, now a carpenter, builds a home on that island. No ranks, no medals, just wood, wind, and wild love. In the final scene, a young girl asks her mother what Uemana means. The mother points to the wall, now faded with time but still shining under the sun, and replies, "It means the one who was born free, and loved even freer." The wind brushes past the vow one last time as if the world finally read it.